Hi everyone, it's Giselle with another message for today. And following on from the message from this morning, I thought I would just record another message of encouragement and of hope because I feel that so many of us need it during this particularly trying time. I'm getting so many messages and comments on my videos that people are just finding it so hard to remain optimistic and positive during this time because it seems that distance is keeping a lot of us apart. And even if it's not geographical distance, emotional distance can do that as well. And both of them aren't easy. So I just wanted to give a message of encouragement to say that love will find a way. And I actually thought about this because I wrote a song when me and my person first met, and it was inspired by him and by the long distance that we actually had at that time. And I thought, you know what? This cannot be it. Like this is, not done. And despite the geographical distance that we're finding ourselves in, there has to be a way. There has to be a way because he made me a promise before he left, and that was that he would come back. And it was so much more than just, I'm going to come back and see you and see where this goes. It's pretty much, I'm going to come back and I'll be back for good. And that was the energy that I felt. And the words that he said was, yes, I want to come back and see you again, when I'm back. And I've never let go of that. And he has been back since, and that's why I want you to know that despite your distance and situations and separations and all these really, really sad things that we need to go through, love will find a way. When something is destined, when the universe is conspiring to help you fulfill your heart's desires, they will forge a way forward despite you not being able to see it. You may not understand, or you may not really be able to logically explain how this is going to take place, but it is not your job to figure this out. They will figure this out for you. Our souls have figured this out for us. And all we need to do is stay in the energy of love so that love can find the way for us, so that love can move it forward. There's not a lot of requirement really. And it's actually quite simple yet tricky at the same time. Because keeping the faith is, yeah, it's easy to say, but putting it into action is just a little bit trickier. And that's why I want to give you this advice as well. Whenever any negative thoughts come into your mind, imagine it as something knocking on your door. And when you open the door to a negative thought, you cannot leave the door open. You have to close the door on that negative thought and open the door on something that you do want, a positive thought. Because energetically, when we leave the door open to a negative thought, the thought will just keep going round and round and round until it spirals out of control and it's just settled in to our energy, and we are just completely blocked up by that negativity. So if you can remember, and please try to remember, don't ever leave the door open on a negative thought. You don't want it to start to settle and feel normal. Because whatever you give energy towards is what you will experience as a physical manifestation. If it's happened, don't worry. You can still reverse it. You can still take control of it. I've had a few sessions with clients this week where, well, this week has only just started, but I guess, yeah, this today. The main theme of my sessions have been around people feeling like they've messed up. They're like, oh my God, I've gone too far. I've messed up. How am I going to get out of it? Don't worry and don't panic. You can absolutely get yourself out of it. But the first thing that you must do is focus on positivity and love, and do not leave the door open at a negative thought or negativity or really bad energy. Close that door and only allow in positive thoughts. Try and calm yourself down. Say everything is always working out for me, so that it calms your heart right down. And then imagine the desired outcome. And you may have to do it several times. It's not usually the way where you only do it once and you're there and it's sorted permanently. Sometimes you have to just keep doing over and over and over, especially if you're particularly anxious. I've had, unfortunately, other people's anxiety that I've experienced the past week or last week, several people's, and I've had to do healings to get them to calm down and for me to calm down, because the situations were quite high pressure and it's not fair that anyone should be feeling that way. So in order for me to close the door on negative emotions and anxiety, I have had to put in healings in place, because energetically will shift those feelings for everybody involved to not feel that anxiety anymore. And it is a very trying time, you know. It's not just people experiencing separation with their beloved and not seeing a way forward, but it's also situations with finances and families, and there's so much going on at this time. But just remember, love will find a way. Anything that you want will find a way, really. If you want to get yourself out of a financial bind, just know that that will find a way as well. But I just want you to understand that whatever you give energy to will grow. So if you don't want energy to find itself in, you know, to anchor itself, then don't give it attention or close the door on it. Just physically imagine yourself slamming the door on it. Go, nope, not welcome, and opening the door at something you do want. Then you will see your energy transform and everything getting lighter and better, and knowing that whatever you want will find a way, and asking for help from spiritual beings that you feel connected to, that will help immensely as well. And somehow, not needing to know how, but trusting in that whatever you want will find a way to you, and it absolutely will. So I hope that this has helped you. If you would like to connect with me, I am still offering 25% off for session bundles on readings, healings, and love letters or channeled letters. And all the details for that are down in the description. So you buy 3 and get your 4th one free, but you're not tied to a specific month. You can actually carry this forward for a length of time. And you can also have discounted question bundles, for which I've linked the details below as well. I thank you all so very much for watching, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.